Hello, I'm Richard Hunter and welcome to our look ahead for the week commencing the 21st of October. It's been a fairly rock and roll week in UK and US markets for different reasons. Certainly in the UK there was a surge in initial optimism after it had been announced that perhaps the UK and the EU had at the end of the day come to some kind of arrangement, some kind of deal. Sterling spiked, as did the house builders and banks, although on reflection and ahead of the parliamentary session on Saturday, they've simply come back just a touch. In terms of the US, of course, there's all sorts going on individually and collectively. The ongoing trade spat, where tariffs have again been increased today, is something that is weighing on global sentiment. Individually, you've got some fairly weak retail sales numbers which came out of the US, and certainly in terms of China, the GDP number wasn't quite as spectacular as one has become accustomed to. In terms of the year-to-date figures, the indexes are still looking okay. The FTSE 100 is up around 6.5%. The Dow Jones is up about 16%. S&P 500 20%, and the Nasdaq 23%. So in terms of next week, we've got the UK third quarter banking season kicking us off with RBS giving us those third quarter numbers on Thursday. Actually had a reasonable turnout at the half year numbers, so that momentum hopefully will have been maintained. See what sort of further progress they might have had. Of course, they announced a special dividend at the half year numbers, so a reasonably well regarded stock at the moment, which hasn't been the case for quite a few years. We've also then on Friday got a third quarter update from Barclays. This is a complex transition that they're going through at the moment, so any update on that transaction will be very welcome, particularly with regard to their digital business, which they're spending a great deal of time on. Finally, in terms of next week, we've got a half-year update from Whitbread, which of course used to be split between Costa Coffee and Premier Inn. Having now divested itself of Costa Coffee, we're basically talking about the Premier Inn brand, along with some smaller restaurant brands as well. So the question there, now that it's pretty much a hotelier, and there has already been a read across from some fairly weak intercontinental hotel numbers today, is how their progress is being maintained in terms of hotel rooms in the UK and indeed the burgeoning German market, which they're trying to get into. Thanks very much for watching. Have a great week.